Today I'm covering Raging Bolt in the post-rotation format. Today we will not be doing gameplay again. I just woke up. I have a tattoo appointment, but I want to get this deck profile out for Raging Bolt. And yeah, I think I've come to a list that I like for Raging Bolt in the post-rotation. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at the Champions League Raging Bolt list, which got 13th out of 5,000 players, and then we're going to look at my current list. Quick shout out. If you like this shirt I'm wearing, it's from a company called Into the AM, and I actually have a coupon code down in the description for this website. They sell some pretty awesome graphic tees, and they sell everything, even shorts, pants, button-ups, button-downs, whatever you want. Great website. I wear their clothes like half of the week at least. Super comfortable shirts. Check them out. I have a coupon code down in the description below. But let's check out this Raging Bolt 13th place from the Champions League, Fukuoka. Of course, this is the one that Tord played Terrabox in and also got top 16. So most of this list looks good to me. I don't understand why, but I find that Japanese Raging Bolt lists often have too many supporters in them. Like the Crispins, the Iono, I'm not too sure about them. I definitely see the merit for one Crispin, maybe two Crispin. I could see the merit for a Judge, maybe, or an Iono, but I also see the merit for just going four Sada and a boss and running it down. We've seen that work very well for Raging Bolt. Just be streamlined and just try to be playing your best supporter every turn, or boss, which is your second best supporter every turn. Also, this baby Raging Bolt, this is showing up in a lot of Japanese Raging Bolt lists, but I don't really get it. Yeah, Thunderburst Storm, you can snipe something for 60, maybe for 90. You could do Dragon Headbutt for 130, but you'll see that I'm working with different single prize choices in my list. Ditto is definitely a consideration. It's a super, super strong card. I've had this in and out of my list. Of course, the transformative start. Once during your first turn, if this Pokemon's in the active, you may search your deck and choose a basic Pokemon and replace it with Ditto, or replace Ditto with it. And this is good because of Fan Rotom with the fan call. But yeah, so that's a quick look at the Japanese Raging Bolt list. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what I'm working with now. So I will say that there's been a lot of different iterations for this deck list so far. I started trying with a 3 Bravery Charm list. I tried 2/2 Noctowl. I tried just 1 Fan Rotom. I tried 3 Raging Bolt and a Ditto. This is what I'm at right now. So let's talk about it. Raging Bolt is one of the best Pokemon in the game at being a strong, fast, basic attacker that takes one-shot knockouts. And Teal Mask Ogerpon, of course, is the best support for it. So Teal Mask Ogerpon's Teal Dance ability, you may attach a basic energy card from your hand to this Pokemon. If you did, you may draw a card. So not only is Teal Mask getting energy onto the board, it's also drawing us cards. It's also filling that slot of a Terra Pokemon, because you need a Terra Pokemon on the board to use Noctowl's Jewel Seeker. And this can also be used to attack into things that are weak to grass, like Charizard EX and like the new Mamoswine EX. So there are several things that are weak to grass that Myriad Leaf Shower can take care of in the format. Raging Bolt EX with that Bellowing Thunder attack for a lightning and a fighting, 70 damage times the amount of basic energy that you discard from all of your Pokemon. So this will regularly be pretty easy to get up to like the 280 range, and it's not unreasonable to get even farther, like the 350 range, or maybe even 420 if you're dealing with something that has a hero's cape on it. You can accelerate at least 2 energies a turn with the Professor Sada's Vitality, which is going to be our main energy excel and also our main draw support. Choose up to 2 of your ancient Pokemon and attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to each of them. If you attach any energy in this way, draw 3 cards. Now, I do see, like I was talking about, I do see the value of having other supporter cards in the deck, especially since now we are working with the Noctowl engine. Pre-rotation, Raging Bolt was mostly using Pokestop and Radiant Greninja, maybe some trekking shoes, a kind of random draw power to get through the deck. Now we have less of that. Pokestop rotated, Radiant Greninja rotated. We still have it a bit with Teal Dance and Squawkabilly and Pheasantipity and maybe even Mew EX's restart sometimes. But the Jewel Seeker can now go ahead and just search whatever trainers we need. So I do see the value of considering other supporter cards, but most of the time we're just going to want Professor Sada's plus a card that helps us get more energy into play. Maybe Energy Retrieval or Superior Energy Retrieval. Superior Energy Retrieval is a really nice card in this deck because you're going to get back 4 energies, maybe a little less sometimes, but let's say you get back 4 energies. That's an attachment, and it's 2 Teal Dances. Now, pre-rotation, it was an attachment, 2 Teal Dances, and a concealed cards, so maybe you only take 3 energy if you want to keep those other energies in the discard pile. Or maybe you have 3 Teal Masks down. We do play Area 0 under depths, so you can extend your board. You can play down more Teal Masks. So Superior maybe is for 3 Grass and then a Lightning or a Fighting. You triple Teal Dance to draw 3 more cards, get 3 more energy onto the board. That's drawing cards. It's making you do more damage with Bellowing Thunder. You're also getting your manual attachment for Bellowing Thunder. So Superior Energy Retrieval can be a very, very strong card. And Noctowl, like I said, can just search out our specific card. So I feel more comfortable playing a split, a 1 energy retrieval, 1 superior, because we could search the specific one that we need. I also am testing out Energy Switch. This is the newest card to the list, I think. Energy Switch is neat because it can allow you to do things that the opponent does not think you can do. For example, maybe you attach an energy to Mew EX and just leave it there for a while. And in a future turn, you can go manual attach Energy Switch, and then you have a genome hacking attack, which your opponent would not expect to happen. Or maybe they're trying to trap your Pheasantipity in the active, and now you can start attacking with it 1 turn earlier because of the Energy Switch. Remember that Wellspring Ogerpon has the Sob attack. It says 20 and the opponent can't retreat next turn. And Wellspring Ogerpon is a 2 of in the most popular deck of Terrabox. It's either Terrabox or Dragapult for the most popular deck, and pretty much the same for the best deck as well. So when the questionable best and also most popular deck is playing 2 Wellsprings that can retreat lock you for just either single energy or for a crystal, it's a good idea to have some playability around getting retreat locked. Of course, we have the Prime Catcher, but that's all we have other than that. So Energy Switch, I think, can allow us to do some cool things with the deck. And then let's talk about my single prize Pokemon options. So this Koraidon is very strong. Unrelenting Onslaught. If one of your other ancient Pokemon used an attack last turn, this attack does 150 more damage. So you're almost always going to be attacking with your ancient Pokemon every turn. Maybe not turn 1 if you go first, or maybe even not turn 1 if you go second, but you're going to be using an attack with an ancient Pokemon most of the time. And then this can come in and do 180, and it's for 2 colorless. So you could even use the Energy Switch here to power up this Koraidon. You can Sada's any type of energy to it as the requirements for Unrelenting Onslaught, which is nice. Very different than Slitherwing, which we'll talk about in just a second, which needs exactly 2 fighting. But yeah, Unrelenting Onslaught, 180. So that's going to be really good at knocking out bench sitters like Mew EX, like Squawkabilly. Not Mew EX, sorry, Mew EX is resistant to fighting, but like Squawkabilly, who's also resistant to fighting, so it doesn't work there either. But it knocks out Pheasantipity. I'm so sorry. I'm clicking on these Pokemon, like surely one of them isn't resistant to fighting, but no, they both are. So Unrelenting Onslaught actually misses the mark on knocking out Squawkabilly and Mew EX, but both Unrelenting Onslaught and Hammer In and Burning Turbulence, they all one-shot a Pheasantipity, so that's nice. You can Prime Catcher up or boss up a Pheasantipity and take a knockout with these single prize attackers. but I have two of them as well, because walls is not it's not only the wall archetype, but there's also decks teching walls into them, like a 1/1 for Rigorath. So if we go back to the Champions League results, you'll see the Blissey deck played for Rigorath. Armored Tail, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's basic Pokemon EX. And then the Walls decks, of course, played for Rigorath. And then there was even a Terra Box that played for Rigorath. So I'm thinking there's a good chance to run into for Rigorath, and that's why I'm running two single prize attackers right now. I might just switch to just one single prize attacker, but I feel like it's safer to have both of the options. And burning turbulence, also sometimes you can have interesting math workout where you knock them out with the burn from burning turbulence and not the damage. And then what that means is that their Pheasantipity EX won't work next turn because your Pokemon didn't knock them out during your turn. It happened between turns. So it's just something, um a little bit of a cute play there to keep in mind. So yeah, this is my Raging Bolt list. I know some people have been waiting for it. Let me know what you think. Is the double single prize attackers too much? One of these could simply be replaced with a transformative start Ditto. I suppose you could also consider replacing one of them with a jamming tower if you wanted a little tech in the deck list. I've also thought about a Silene in the deck list because Silene can get back Prime Catcher, it can get back Energy Switch. So even just getting back Prime Catcher is a really, really high value target. So, a couple things I'm considering, but that's my 60 for right now. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.